This live stream is sponsored in part by Tint Wiz. Tint Wiz is a CRM suite designed for window tinters. From acquisition to invoicing and everywhere in between, you can run your business more efficiently and more profitably with Tint Wiz. Check it out at tintwiz.com. You can also download it for iOS and Android. Don't forget your free 30-day trial at sign up. This live stream is also sponsored in part by Dry Shrink Prep. Dry Shrink Prep is the healthy alternative to dryer sheets. Made with 100% all natural ingredients, Dry Shrink Prep is changing the industry for the better, one shrink at a time. For more information and a purchase, go to dryshrinkprep.com. This live stream is also sponsored in part by Solar Effects Window Films. At Solar Effects Window Films, their goal is simple: make your car look hotter while keeping your interior cooler. Their automotive window films are manufactured with the most advanced technologies available, which allow them to deliver a broad range of products to meet your needs. Check out solareffectswindowfilms.com and find out why they're the fastest growing film company in the US. Lastly, this live stream is sponsored in part by you, the viewers. If you're watching on YouTube through the power of Super Chat, or if you're watching on Facebook through the link in the description, you're able to go ahead and donate to the channel. All proceeds go to help support the channel and are much appreciated. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Back again, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Tuesday we do these live streams here. Sometimes I just talk about topics that's going on, and topics that are relevant. Sometimes I interview people, things like that. So mainly window tinting, a little bit of automotive aftermarket industry, things of that nature. If you guys have not been here before, welcome 1,000 welcomes. If you guys are over here on Facebook, what is going on? If you guys are on Facebook, take a moment to go ahead and share the live stream. Thank you very much for that, by the way. And if you want to be notified whenever I go live, you can go ahead and activate that. It's in the comment section where you could just basically be known when I go live and whatnot. Those guys over on YouTube, what is going on, guys? Welcome back again. If you guys don't know, my name is Patrick. I do these Tuesday night live streams every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've been running them for a couple years now, actually, and we just talk about things that I enjoy, mainly window tinting and the automotive aftermarket industry. And tonight we're just gonna be catching up, talking about what I've been going through, what's been going on. So just give me just one moment here. It looks like my chat is not working right now, so I gotta redo that here. There we are. There we go. So sorry about that. I have had a somewhat relative, not too bad of a day, so I hope everyone's doing well. It took me a minute. I know, wow, we just got a big boom on people on Facebook here, so I do apologize. It did take me a minute for some reason, because as you guys know, I stream to Facebook and YouTube and a number of other different places, and for some reason when I started it on YouTube, it was telling me like the bitrate was too low, so I had to stop the live stream and then reset up and do that on YouTube. So I do apologize. Normally it goes a little bit quicker. I used to do the 5-minute timer and then kind of just wait for everyone to get in, but I did notice like when I did that, I'd get a rush of people within like 2 to 3 minutes, and then they'd leave because obviously we have a 5-minute timer, and then it's like they'd come back and trickle back in whenever they remember. So now I just kind of, once it gets started, I just kind of go with it. So but yeah, let me see here. I just want to make sure I'm not going to miss anything. Yeah, I mean, things have been going really well. As you can see, Tuesdays are my days off here. Days off at the shop, and I work for myself for Sun Solutions. I do that Tuesdays, and I do it Sundays, and it's been going really well lately. It's been going really well. The advertisements are running. I've had a phenomenal run on this Facebook ads. It's just a slow motion B-roll sequence. And it's literally 1 second clips, 30 of them, or 29 of them, going through the process of installing a window, just one window, and the response is unbelievable. I'm not too deep onto the Facebook advertising, but I've been working on Facebook target marketing for the past 2 to 3 months, and I've done pictures of postings, and then I've done talks. I've done videos in front of me talking in front of a car, saying what the stuff is. Go ahead and give us a call. And this by far has been one of the best ones because it's not really salesy. You're kind of, it's just showing the process, and it's very satisfying for people. And let me see if I can pull up the specs. Actually, I do want to show you guys. And now it's only been running. I put $500 into this ad campaign, and I'm halfway done, about halfway done. So I've spent about $250, and I just kind of want to go over with you how great this one ad has been doing. So let's look at a past one. Okay, let me show you here. Where am I? Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay, so this is a past one, right? It was just basically a picture. I had my link, my website linked up, and I said 2020 Nissan Maxima with our best plus FX Plus film on it, every window. Call today to book your appointment. This one wasn't too bad, and we reached a little over almost 21,000 people. We ran this ad for 7 days. We spent $146.93, as you can see here. We got 20 conversations started. Most of the time when I am doing an ad revenue, no, not ad revenue, but a campaign, it's not to like send people to the website, and it's not to like get video views. It's to get a conversation started. So that's my goal, is to get people started, get the conversation started, and get going from there. So this wasn't that bad. Cost per messaging converted conversation was $7.35. So that means for every $7.35 I spent on this particular ad, I received one conversation starter, one message where someone messaged in. So this one was okay, not too bad. I ran another one for, I mean, I ran it for like 1 day, truth be told, but this is the one. This is the B-roll sequence one, and let me show you just some of the numbers here. Look, we're running for 14 days, right? I spent about $100 more. The other one was the 7-day one for 147. This is 247. We've reached 16,000, almost 16,000, right? 95 conversations. Look how crazy this thing is. 95 conversations started, and so now, I mean, that is, we're down to $2.60 per conversation to start with. And the description, you know, it's been crushing it on video views, right? And I've been just primarily keeping it in, let me see here, and this actually slowed down because I was getting too many. Here's the thing, I was getting too many message requests that really weren't fitting my business model, I guess you could say. So I'm looking for upper middle class to upper class, right? I want nicer cars. I want 5 years or newer, and I'm going at 189, 299, 599. Those are that's my good, better, best options for sedans, right? So I was getting a lot of questions about an 02 Honda Civic or 2012 Toyota Tacoma, or this with removal, and blah 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 blah. And one of the main demographics that I had here is top 25 to 50% in income revenue, and then like I think it was top 10 to 25, and then top, I don't know, there's 3 other different ones. Let me see if I can actually, okay, yeah, okay, so income household, top 5 of the zip codes, top 10% of the zip codes, and then there's 10 to 25, and then there's 25 to 50. Okay, so and then I averaged, and I thought to myself, and I'm like, why am I getting so, I gotta cut down this demographic just a little bit. Where do I cut the fat, you know, cut the fat and keep the white meat? And I was thinking to myself, I gotta think, like, the average person makes about $36,000 a year. So, and then I was thinking, I'm like 25 to 50%. So like that is going to fall into the average, and I'm looking for slightly above average. So I cut out the 25 to 50% in household income, top 25 to 50%. I just cut that out completely. Now I am getting less messages, but the messages I am getting are of much better quality. And then I threw in a couple other little things. other interests, small business, behaviors, engaged shoppers, income, and I think I did a couple more. Let me see here. 24 to 60 at my price range. Like I said, I don't, you know, you got to have a full-time job basically. You know what I mean? And a lot of kids that are just coming out of college that don't have a full-on career right now probably won't have the scratch, and anything over 60 and you're like into retirement age and people are set on a set income. But yeah, I mean, those are really your engaged shoppers. And then household income is top 5%, top 10%, top 10 to 25%. And then, you know, interest, someone told me this, small business, I just put small business, hopefully people that like small businesses, but it's definitely a good sample size. 850,000 people. Thank you, son, appreciate it. Hey, sir, Ethan Daniel, is this dead? Okay, go put it on the charger, please, sir. Good talk. I have to talk to that kid. It's my son. Anyways, so yeah, that is what the demographics are for this. I'm doing it a 45-mile radius from where I live. So that is yeah, no, that's kind of like what it's been doing, and it's only halfway over. So assuming that I continue this for another 14 days, 15 days, you know, I'm gonna get roughly 200 calls off of this. Now, off the $240 I've spent on this, I know for a fact, even just off of one client, I made $500 off of him. And then I've had a few other clients as well. So am I like quadrupling? Am I 10 times my money? No, not yet. But I am at least doubling to tripling my money back. So that means I'm getting my money back for the ad revenue to do another ad. And then I'm making a profit, obviously. So, and this is pretty much primarily my only means of marketing right now, until I start, you know, building up a little bit more capital and you know, and trying other like guerrilla style marketing tactics. You know, I was thinking about getting you know, like door hangers with just some information, and then that way, like if I'm at a house and I'm doing a house, you know, maybe I hit you know, the 2 to 3 houses to the left, 2 to 3 houses to the right, go across the street and do the same thing. That way I just drop off, you know, maybe a dozen pamphlets, like right in the general area. I'm not like walking blocks and blocks, but just enough to get some information out, get some people interested, and they're like, oh, you know, my neighbor did this, and they're, you know, I got some information here. And it's not like it's soliciting, but it's not, you know, if you walk up and you're like, hey, you know, I'm just right next door to your neighbors, you know, this is what we're doing, this is what we have, just wanted to give you some information, maybe you're interested, I don't know, maybe not, who knows, but here's some information just in case you are, and just kind of leave it like that. 95% of them, 97% of them actually are going to throw it away, but you'll snag a couple gigs here and there. So yeah. Z Customs, what's going on, brother? Is it Tuesday, Derek? Yes, it is Tuesday. Wait, is it? Yeah, it is Tuesday. What would you say was the closed install percentage? For me, it's different for me because as a brand new established business, you know, I have branding on shirts, I have branding on hats, I have my van wrapped, I have you know, I have a professional website. And all these other things. I'm still a brand new business, right? So I have no Google reviews. I have no nothing essentially. So right now it's gonna take a little bit to kind of get the ball rolling. But like I said, like I told you, I'm doing enough where, you know, I'm booking my Sundays. I've been booking my Sundays and Tuesdays, and enough to make. Here's a good example. For me to work and to pay myself what I need to pay and cover the overhead for the business, I need to make about $400 per day. That's gross. And you know, and then obviously if I chop that down and break it up, pay my overhead and then pay myself and then put taxes away from what I pay myself, to get the normal income that I normally would, it's about $400 a day. So I've been at least keeping on par with that, so that like, and again, the idea was as I start Sundays, and then once I book up my Sundays, I start doing like another day, like, and now it's like Sunday, Tuesday. Now, when I book up Sunday, Tuesday, and I'm more than 3 to 4 weeks out, then at that point, I would probably take another day off and run it 3 days a week. But right now I'm still sticking at like 1 to 2 weeks out on Sunday, Tuesday gigs. And you know, and it does have to do with the current climate, with the current economic climate, with COVID just happening. You know, the economy is in a little bit of a recession right now. People aren't spending as much. They're worried about a second wave and blah 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 blah. So numbers are going to be lower than what they normally would be. But considering that this is my first year running out, it's like, you know, it's you know, I'm setting the bar is being set low. You know what I mean? There's only one way to go but up from here. So big shout out, because everyone's on here. 20 people up in this live stream. What's going on, y'all? I remember when I did this live stream. Just to let you guys know, I started these live streams originally on Facebook, and then I took them to YouTube, and then now that I restream, they're back on both, right? But I remember when I did these live streams, I would do these live streams, I would sit on here for an hour and just talk and talk and talk. I might have one person come in and then come back out, then another person come in and come back out. So it's kind of crazy to, you know, to look down and see 15, 20, 25 people just hopping in and hearing and sitting around and looking and hearing what I have to say, which is kind of sweet. So thank you very much. Big shout out to all of you guys that are watching, spending your time to watch me and hear what I have to say. So thank you very much again. If you guys are on Facebook, I would appreciate it if you could share the link, either in a group or on your personal page, whatever. It really does help spread the word. And on YouTube, if you guys aren't part of the channel, make sure to sub, make sure to hit the bell notification so you guys know whenever I go live. Jason says, what's up, Patrick? Hey, even with COVID, phone's still ringing. It's been weird and crazy. I know, baby. I know it is. And people, you know, well-established companies and established people are doing it really well. I'm still very much into the infancy of the launch of this business. So we're still very much trying to get people, you know, the word out and let people know who we are and what we do and what we stand for. And that's just going to take a little bit of time. Yeah. So yeah. Because past the man with the plan. That's right, baby. I'm trying. Gosh, I just got so many irons in the fire. It's like and I finally, because you know, for those of you guys that don't know, I produce a product called Dry String Prep, and I ran out for the first time. I usually have enough stock to, like, I run the numbers and I do the averages, what I average per month, and that's how much I produce, you know, and with a little bit more, like a bump in like 10 to 20% extra just in case. And last month, for some reason, like a 2 week amount that should have lasted me 2 weeks went gone in 12 hours. It was like a crazy sale day. Well, it cleared me out, so I had to make more. And then because of the whole COVID stuff, normally, like, I make all the wrong, I mean, I don't like buy the product and then like shave it or change the color of it or do anything like that. I make everything from raw products, from the raw materials. So there are certain things that can only get online from bulk wholesalers. And like, let's say the fragrance oil that I use to make it smell like blue cotton candy. I normally buy 16 ounces, which is a pound. I had to buy a 25 pound tin of it. You know, I bought like 100 pounds of this and 100. I mean, it's so much. And there was one product that was so much, they wanted $900 for it. It was 1,100 pounds worth of it, and it needs to come in freight. And they wanted to charge me like $800 for freight delivery. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna just. I'd rather get 11 100-pound ones than one 1,100-pound one. So yeah. Ishmael says, hey Patrick, props on the 1 hour F-150. Where can I find the after install brochure you give out to the customers? Oh, do I have any here? I don't have any here. What I will do is, you can go ahead and I'm on Facebook. If you guys don't know, if you guys are on YouTube, I'm on Facebook in 2 different locations. You can check out my business page, which is Patrick Latman, and you can find that at Patrick Latman page on Facebook. And then I also have a group known as Window Tinting Business. That's what this channel originally was and named, and I changed it over to my name. So what I will do is I will post it in the business page, and I typically share whatever I do into the group. But then I'll snap a picture of it, and I'll go ahead and and throw it into the groups, and that way you guys can see it. So and for those guys that don't know, at the end of an installation, you know, we do the do not roll down stickers, and then there's like an aftercare instruction sheet, just basically telling you what to expect over the next 30 days, aftercare instructions, things of that nature. Is then that way you can kind of like, you can give a quick spiel and then just kind of give them some like some reading material. So that's what they're talking about. But yeah. So I finally got all the materials I need. So I have a batch ready to rock. You know, I have a batch that's supposed to be shipping in 3 days, start shipping in 3 days. So that'll hold me over for a little bit, but until then I have batches and batches and batches and batches and batches to make. I'll never run out again. I'll just keep batching it up. So I got my hands full. I do that, and then I do the YouTube stuff. Which, by the way, my camera's bothering me. It looks like it's out of focus. There we go. So I've been doing the, you know, and I've been working a lot. You know, I've done, geez, I don't know, I did a Honda Pilot quarter window removal video that was really popular, and it was good on YouTube. I don't even know how many views I got on that video. Like before, it was all about like getting video views and the amount of people, and now I'm like, you know what, let's just crank it out to as many people as we can. Let's see who likes it, who doesn't like it. So that Honda Pilot video, here's a good example. The Honda Pilot video did 266 views, which is nothing, right? But that same video on Facebook broke like 2,000 views in like 2 days. So I've been uploading the same content that I normally upload to YouTube. I've been uploading to both platforms. My business page, which is at Patrick Latman page, and then on the YouTube channel as well. So that's pretty much it. You know, what else? I'm still working at the shop. It's so hot. It's that time of year where it's like I'm changing my shirt three times a day. I'm back to head wrap. Like I have my hair good right now. You know, I book, for me, when I work with Sun Solutions, I book my appointments first thing in the morning, 8-9 o'clock in the morning, first thing, because it gets so hot in the middle of the day. Like if I'm tinting in the middle of the day, it'll be 100 degrees, 110 degrees in the garage. So I try to knock it out. And will I work in those conditions if I have a full day? Absolutely. But I'm getting enough work where like 1 or 2 gigs will hit my quota for the day, and you know, and the rest is just trying to scrounge up more work for me to do. So do one of the i3 BMW rear windows. The i3, I think I know which one that one is. I really do hate that car. I hate this car. This little bastard. Oh gosh, this car is a pain in the ass. This back quarter glass is like, you need special tools. Like my side swipe doesn't fit back there. I think a conquistador is the only thing that fits back there. These doors aren't bad, and the back window really isn't bad at all either. It's a fairly relatively easy installation. But yeah, I mean, when one comes in, I'll go ahead and do it. I usually do my live streams from the shop on Mondays, and you know, I try to throw it out there. And those of you guys that are watching too, oh, what am I doing? Let me switch it back. There it is. So those guys that do watch from YouTube or from Facebook, I do want to let you know, guys know that here's the thing. Like on Mondays when I live stream from the shop and I do like a particular car, like I'm still answering questions, but there are certain questions that I will not answer live on those days, and here's why. Because I'm live streaming to YouTube, right? And then I'm live streaming to Facebook, my business page, right? And then I also share that from my business page to my group. But then I'm also live streaming to Sun Solutions Tinting, which is my with my business page from my tint shop. But then I'm also live streaming to the shop at Advanced Film Solutions Facebook page as well. So it would be poor form, and it'd be poor form for me to talk about Sun Solutions in that manner when I'm also live streaming to the shop Advanced Film Solutions Facebook page as well. So if you guys are asking me questions about Sun Solutions in that setting, you'll probably say it a lot and I just won't answer it, that's why. Just to let you guys know. If you guys had questions about Sun Solutions or any other specific projects, you know, right now is a really great time to ask me, and I'm like full disclosure with stuff like that. But then I just, yeah, like I said, during the installation portion, when I am working in front of cars live, that's why I won't answer those questions. So some of you guys might have seen the questions keep popping up and I never answered it. So just want to let you guys know. Still 55 and rainy here in Oregon. Yeah, but it's beautiful in Oregon. It's green, you know. I don't know, I've never been to Oregon. I'm sure it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous, you know, just south of Washington, just north of California. Even Northern California is beautiful up there. DSP works great. Thank you, Jared. Appreciate it. Jared, appreciate it. Jason says, I definitely want to try your dry shrink prep. I'm literally moving to a different state this Sunday, so ordering is on hold. I currently use dryer sheets. Absolutely, absolutely. Until if you order before the 19th, I'm gonna give you a fair warning right now. Right now, I think you can get them for like 15% off, 10 or 15% off. It's like normally $18 for a starter set, and they're like at 15 and change. And the reason why that is because this batch is not ready and does not start shipping till the 19th. So there is still availability to be able to get it at that price point on the 19th when I start shipping that batch. And the only reason why it's discounted is because they're basically pre-orders at that point. So on the 19th, whatever, let's say I have 85 in a batch, right? Let's say I sell 25 pre-order, the 60 are going to revert back to the original price. So if you guys do want to get down on a starter set that's normally 18, get 10 to 15% off. Right now is the good time to do it, and it'll lock you in that price. After the 19th, they're going to go back to their normal price. So fair warning, fair warning. Yeah. Man, Patrick, that Peterbilt I did earlier was earlier was one old one. It was an old one. It gave me a run, but it turned out clean. Nice Z Customs, bro. Oof. Peterbilts. I am not trying to work on semis in any manner or any capacity. No, thank you. I have seen some people's setups where like they have stairs to go up it and all kinds of stuff, you know, especially if you're hand cutting it, which most of the time you are hand cutting those type of things. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm doing. I'm trying like little stuff a little bit different here and there. I do have this build here. Hold on. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so there's a reason why I changed the channel to Patrick Latman. Number one, because that is my name, and number two is because I wanted to get out of window tinting business as the niche, as specifically window tinting business. I did want to expand to, you know, the automotive aftermarket industry and still stay within there, but then do things that I like as well. You know, as you guys know, for those of you guys that are on Facebook and YouTube, you guys know that I like to game, and I have a perfect setup for gaming and streaming gaming. So I do enjoy like Call of Duty, Fortnite, different things of that nature. So you guys can kind of take a look at some of the personal stuff I do, and I do vlogs from time to time. And I try to do vlogs on you know, on occasions where like it's not stuff that I normally do, because I'm usually working a lot. So so I changed my name to my name so that I can do other things just besides window tinting. So one of the cool things I did find is I look at this little so it's a Lego set, right? It's what is this? This is the 1985 Audi Sport Quattro SI or S1. This is just a little Lego piece set. You know, it's $250 or $250. Wow. I think it was $20. It's a 250 piece thing set. So I think I'm gonna do like a video of me putting this thing together. Car related, I don't know. It could be fun. It seems fun to me. Either people might like it or people will shit on it. I don't know. I don't know. So I guess we'll see. But it is car related. It was $20, so maybe I'll throw it up on the shelf here. If I really liked it, there are some sick Lego builds out there, car related Lego builds. There's that Bugatti. The Lego Technic just released. Oh, I gotta show you all this, like, because I am kind of a car nerd. Hold on. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Hold up. Boom. Look at that. This is the Lego Technic Lamborghini that they just released in 2020. Unbelievable. This Lego piece, the amount of engineering that's in this is unbelievable. Custom luggage, right? And it's got a little name, the Lamborghini Cyan. Luggage space. This thing has like, I think a V10 or no, a V12 or V18 or something like that, but it has a real working gearbox in it. There's a lever that pulls the fin up and down, the spoiler up and down. Adjustable mirrors. It has real working suspension on this thing. This thing is fucking nasty. It's also $370 and it'll probably take me 12 hours to build, but I don't know, you know. And then they have this other one here, if y'all haven't seen this one, I think they released this in 2018. Okay, accept cookies. Hold on. This is the Bugatti Chiron, I think it's called. Yeah, but look, it's $350, but it's pretty much the same concept. I think this would, and it's pretty massive, pretty sizable. So those are the things that, you know, that I'm looking to do and just have a little fun, you know. And because I'm not gonna make $1 million shooting videos. So if I'm not gonna make $1 million shooting videos, I might as well, you know, have a good time while I'm doing it. So Jared Turner said, how's the flat glass videos coming? I think they're coming well. I haven't shot any yet, but I do have one of my first estimates for flat glass. I just did it last Sunday. I was doing a full windshield, and then we went in and talked about flat glass, things of that nature. I am a little excited about it. It's I think it's about 265 square feet. And I think the job is for about 1850. So that'll be a good one. That'll be like my first, not official, because I've done a number of flat glass gigs already. But yeah, that'll be a good one. If that's the case, I think I'm going to be doing like a dual reflective 45 installation. And then I just want to, you know, I want to do it right. I want to go and order a film handler. Just to make my life a little bit easier, make the film a little cleaner cuts, minimize waste, things of that nature. So the flat glass videos are in the works. I just have to get all the proper stuff together. So they're coming, promise. Can you tint the windows? No, you can't tint the windows on these. I'm assuming you're talking about the Lego builds. The Lego builds don't come with like a windshield or back glass or side glass. And they wouldn't have glass anyways. They'd probably have like some sort of clear plastic, and you can't tint clear plastic. So yeah. If you guys had any questions, concerns, shout outs, criticisms, now is the time. Feel free to hit it up. Oh my gosh, I keep looking at this Lamborghini. It's so sick. Here's a little size. Here's for a size comparison. Here, look at this thing. That's a grown man holding the Lego build, and that's the box that the Lego build comes in. It's so sick. I'm a nerd. What can I do? What can I say? What can I say? What did you end up eating for dinner? Z Customs must have watched. I was gaming for a little bit earlier. The wifey made me a sandwich, a little potato salad, and you know, and some chips. I think I drank a soda also. I'm on this new regimen. I'm trying to lose weight, and I'm trying to cut back up because I've been like cut up, and I've like all growing up, like gaining weight has never been a problem for me. But now I'm 36 and I work a lot. I don't have a lot of time to work out and whatnot. And I was doing this video. I was doing a time-lapse video for a Tesla Model 3, and I'm looking at the side view and I'm like, sweet baby Jesus, I must have eaten right before, but I had the gut going, and I'm like, oh my god, like dad bod galore. So so now I'm like, I'm on a diet now. So I did intermittent fasting before, right? But because gaining weight has never been an issue for me, or losing weight has never been an issue, I've never had to count calories. So when I actually started counting calories, my mind was blown in regards to how many calories I was actually eating in a day. And I had the idea, and I looked it up, to do intermittent fasting, which worked wonders for numerous people and stuff like that. The problem is that I wouldn't eat past 6 or 7, and I wouldn't eat the next day 6 or 7 at night, and I wouldn't eat the next day until afternoon, after 12. But the problem is, my lunches that I was packing were like 4,500 calories. There are so many, and then I probably wolfed down another 2,500 calories for dinner. So the last time I did intermittent fasting, I actually gained weight. So that was fun. So now but since then I've gotten, I had a Fitbit, so I know my body naturally burns about 3,000 calories, 3,300 calories a day. So I'm trying to shoot for about 1,500 calories a day, 1,500 to 2,000 calories a day, and just slowly slice it up and slice and dice and get back into shape and looking cut and looking good. So that's my goal. Josh says, man, what's the secret to reverse rolling? I can Frankenstein back glass all day, but when I reverse roll, I always end up with contamination all in it. I have a huge demand for windshields, but I cannot get them very clean. Therefore, I do not want to offer them. Oh, I totally understand, Josh. In regards to a front windshield, like back windows, I usually don't reverse roll unless it's like a coupe, because I'm damn near 6 foot, 200 pounds. I'm a bigger guy, and I've tried Frankensteining into the back of a 2-door coupe. No dice, bro. No dice. Like, it does not go clean. So I have to reverse those, like a Mustang or something like that. If you're gonna reverse roll a back window, do it on a window that doesn't have a third brake light. That's probably one of the better suggestions I can give to you. And when I reverse roll, I'll reverse roll so that the bottom of the film is a few inches from the bottom of the glass itself, so that I can unroll it and then slide it down. But at the same time, when you're unrolling it, you don't want the top of the film touching the liner of the roof, the headliner of the roof. So you want that to dangle down. So it's kind of like a balancing act. In regards to front windshields, if you're gonna do a full and true reverse roll, where you reverse roll all the way to the end, right? What I would do is we reverse roll all the way to the end, the liner sticks, and then you start the actual reverse roll. Don't just shove it in there and start reverse rolling. Reverse roll it so that there's like a foot sticking out, and then take that and slide it into place. Whether you're going from left to right or right to left, it doesn't really matter. I always go from left to right, and I always start in front of the driver. So what I'll do is I'll put a foot, unroll about a foot and a half, and I'll put it on the glass, and then I'll start unrolling it. This is where people get problems. When you unroll it, make sure your knuckles aren't scraping against the glass, okay? Because you're gonna get contamination that way. And also, when you're rolling it, because defroster lines are a thing for the back window, they're not a thing for the front window. So there's nothing really for the film to grab until you tack it down, right? So what most people do is, once they start unrolling it, they don't realize, but they're sliding the film out. You might put the edge to the edge when you start, but then it slides out an inch or two, and then you slide it back in, and then it slides back out, and you slide it back in. When that film goes to the edge and comes back and forth 2 or 3 times, you're smoked at that point. That entire side is going to have contamination, because all you're doing is pushing and pulling contamination every time you do that. So as you're reverse rolling and unrolling the film, make sure that side that you start on isn't sliding with you, because you're gonna get contamination that way. And just make sure your cleaning process is legit, and minimize the amount of time. You don't want to clean the windshield, squeegee the windshield, and then throw the film on there, shrink the film, cut the film, and then try to install it. You want to do the cleaning process, and then as quickly as you can start getting the film transferred in, because the longer you wait before that film gets transferred in, the better probability that there's going to be contamination in your installation. So I hope that helps. Ken Glass, what's going on, brother? Welcome, man. Welcome to the live stream. How are things? Things are good, man. I'm just busy, working a lot, doing a lot of things, making moves, making changes. Really excited. I'm trying to prep and prepare for the tint off in January. Very excited for that. I will most likely compete. I'm on the fence. Like, this year may be the last year I compete. If I'm most likely going to compete. But here's the problem with competing. And for most people it's not a problem, but because I go there, I typically go there and meet up with sponsors. I do events. I do like the Facebook meet and greet and giveaway. It was like a blowout success last year. We're gonna do a bigger and better and badder this year. I'm usually at a booth either doing conversations, or I'm running around shooting demos, or I'm doing interviews with people. I do a lot of things throughout that week, and it's a really great week to build a lot of awesome content. But I think the first, it's only for 3 days, right? So I think the first day is 5 hours, the second day is 5 hours, and the last day is 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours. So I only have 14 hours to do everything that I need to do. And the problem is that, when you compete and you can't be on the floor, that takes out at least 2 to 3 to 4 hours. It almost cuts a third of the time I have on the floor off and away. So a number of factors. There is a possibility, if dry shrink preps continues to grow and do as well as it's been doing and on that path, there might be a possibility that I'll actually have my own booth this year at the Tint Off as well. I don't know. There's a lot of things to go up in the air. If I have my own booth, I clearly can't tint. And then if I have my own booth, I can't go run around and do all the video stuff that I need to do. So I'd have to have someone running the booth. I don't know. I want to get the word out, but I have to be able to organize it and manage it and make it successful. I can't just do it half-assed, because that's no good. David Rosenberg says, have you tinted the Lexus NX300 with the factory coating on the front doors, or what would you recommend doing with that situation? Actually, funny thing you said that, David, is that I know that there was a huge warning, because so if you guys don't know, the NX300 or the Lexus NX300 or NX300H is a new SUV that came out from Lexus in 2018, and they have put on some sort of UV IR coating on the glass itself, and it was going all around in the early parts of 2018 that like if you take a razor blade to this, you scratch off the coating and you ruin the glass. And I haven't come across this vehicle until the other day, actually just last week. Funny thing you say it. Small world, right? Weird. We use Precision Cut at the shop, right? And we use Lumar's Precision Cut is the software, and in the software it strictly states, do not tint this car, do not. And two things are either going to happen. You're either going to ruin the coating that the factory put on the glass, or the tint just won't stick at all. It's one of the two things that are going to happen. So that situation did happen last week. I informed the client what was going on and that we will not be tinting those windows. That's the only car that I know of that situation is the case, and you just kind of got to roll with it. So I wouldn't even touch it. That's my answer. Josh, just thanks for the response. I had buddy, I'm doing a full windshield for tomorrow afternoon. I'll take all the advice, I put it to work. And Josh, if you're in a shop, if you're mobile, roll it up all the way. One tip: if you are in a shop and you have peel boards, take the film, put it on the peel board. And I'm going to give you my example because this is how I work. If you work from right to left, just reverse everything I'm going to say. So, I pull the liner on the right side because I roll from left to right. It's silly to pull the liner on the left side, then pull the liner on the right side, and then go back to the left. To me, that's just one more move I have to make. So when I start a reverse roll, I'll pull the liner off the right side, wet that down, go down. I'll pull the liner off the left side, wet it down, go down, and then I'll spray it a little bit as I'm rolling, right? So I'm going from left to right. Once I pass the center, like the center mirror portion, so that's about a third of the glass, I'll actually pull the liner back, slit the liner off right there, and I'll actually hold the reverse roll in one hand and let the excess droop over. So you're almost doing like a Frankenstein reverse roll. And the reason for this is because I go from left to right. So I start on the driver's side. The most important thing when you're doing windshields is that the driver's side needs to be perfect. It needs to be clean. You can't have anything in front of the driver. If you happen to have a little bit of schmutz like maybe on the bottom corner of the passenger side, totally no worries. But if you have one grain of sand or one little piece of lint or one little piece of hair right in front of the driver, it'll drive him so insane you're gonna have to redo it. So you want the driver's side clean, clean, clean. So when you do like that Frankenstein reverse roll, as you're putting it in, you just slap it up in the driver's side, and now you hold it and just reverse. You're only reverse rolling half the window. I tried that one, and I'll tell you what, the person that I first saw do that and I thought it was a genius move was Rick Tallman. If you guys don't know Rick Tallman, he runs a Facebook group as well, and he's been in the game for years, and he's up in Georgia, and so he knows what he's doing, he knows what he's talking about. But I saw him do that like reverse roll Frankenstein hybrid, and it was a pretty genius move. So I tried it, I liked it, and that's what I do if I can. So King Glass said, went to the tint off years ago. A lady from Texas one was crazy good, ladies, super fast and detail perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, there are women in this industry. This industry is about 10% of 10% of the industry is women. So but there are some really great. I think there's a young lady named I think it's Betty or Bethany. She's from Canada, and I'm pretty sure she's a Canadian champion, but she's a really great one. And a number of other girls that I've seen, women, not girls, women that I've seen in the competition. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're a woman, it doesn't matter if you're a man. Tinting windows is an art, right? So, and that's one of the fun things too, is that there's so many good people there. There's usually about 100 to 150 window tinters in the automotive competition, and they're all good. That's why the judging has to be so anal, because you're literally like splitting hairs, they're splitting hairs, because everyone's so damn good. They're like praying that they find something to ding you on, because the people that make it to the finals and the people that don't, I mean, are points to half a points off. You know, I was 6 points off from the finals, I think a year or two ago. So I mean, it's tough competition, tough. I'm liking this background music so far, by the way. I'll see how this little Lego build goes. This little Lego build, the 250 piece one, it's supposed to last me, I don't know, I think it's supposed to be about an hour or so. After that, oh, there we go. After that, I'll see if I like it, because I might do this Lego build. I'm like, oh, that was a pain in the ass. If I can't do it for an hour, I definitely can't do it for 12 hours. Chris Barris says, do you think contaminants could come from using tap water? If so, what are some suggestions until I get water filter system set up? It depends. You know, if your water source is a well, that's a possibility. I don't personally use tap water, and I don't personally use like hose water. I don't. You know, all the water that I get is either from like Walmart has purified water, so you can go and fill up your 5-gallon jug. There's around here, it's called Publix. It's like a pretty popular grocery store. Up north, it's Kroger's. Out in the west, I think it's starts with an A. Albertsons. So most places have a place where you can fill up a 5-gallon jug of water. That's purified distilled water. You're good to go right there. And that's what I use. You could have contamination. I know flat glass guys that use tap water all day, every day. But here's the thing with flat glass. Here is the rule with flat glass. You have to be standing 6 feet away from the glass. You have to be looking through the glass. And if you don't see the contamination, or the contaminant isn't apparent to you as you're looking through the glass, then it's fine. Those rules don't apply to auto. You're 6 inches away, and that shit better be clean. So I know guys, my spray tank also has a 200 mesh filter in the sprayer portion, and then I also know guys that install inline filters as well. So those are a few suggestions you could do. Make sure that you clean out your tank. Depending if you use Johnson's baby shampoo, soap buildup is a factor. I don't think it is as much with Dawn, but I know J&J does. So just make sure to really rinse out your tank really well, and just flood it out until the water's clear, and then do your whole process. Where's the Tint Off hosted? Z Customs. The Tint Off is in a different part of the country every single year. This year is going to be at the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando. Last year was in Indianapolis. The year before that was in San Antonio. The year before that was in West Palm Beach. The year before that was in San Antonio, because they had like a 2-year deal thing. So they usually keep it on the East Coast from what I know. They don't typically go to the West Coast. And I think it's because SEMA is usually right after that. So here's the thing. So SEMA is typically 1 month after the Tint Off, right? So SEMA is like the big show, right? But this is just glass and window tinting specific here. And so I think they don't go to the West Coast, because like, then if that's the case, people are like, well, I have to go to the West Coast next month, and it costs a lot more money to travel across the country. And then, when you're in California or in Vegas, it's even more money. So I think if they put the Tint Off on the West Coast, I think less people would show up, because more people would rather go to SEMA than the Tint Off, in my opinion. So, I think Rick's video is called the half roll. I haven't tried it. I tint out of my home and garage so I can shut the door all the way on a full-size truck. Bugs are terrible in Mississippi, so I try to peel and slap liner right back down. Too scared to carry it off the line. Yeah, no, I absolutely understand. Definitely understand that. Yeah, hey, there ain't nothing wrong with working out of garage, baby. That's what Matt does right now. Matt does, and trust me, if I had a garage as big as Matt's, I would be going out of garage too. So, but I don't, and I can't. So we all got to work with what we got, baby. Washington, you're late. You've been watching these live streams for over a year, almost 2 years probably. So yeah. Yeah, you're a little late, bro. But don't worry, man, you can watch the rebroadcast, and there's always next week. I don't want to go too long. I like to keep these at about an hour, just because over an hour and people just kind of get like burnt out of it, you know what I mean? So I don't want to do too much. So we've been on for 53 minutes, so we do have 7 more minutes, guys. If you guys have any questions, concerns about window tinting, about the automotive aftermarket industry, if there's some stuff I can answer, and if I can't answer it, I'll just tell you I can't answer it. I don't know. But I appreciate everyone that is watching. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. What do you got planned for tomorrow? I don't know. I know I'm working at the shop over in Lutz, and that the schedule is on paper at the shop itself, so I have no clue. I don't know what I walk into until I walk into it. I do know that I spoke with one of the owners last week. Hopefully that we can avoid doing R&Rs on Fridays, Saturdays, because we had R&Rs like you wouldn't believe last week, and it was every day. It was 2 or 3 or 4 R&Rs every single day, and I'm like, geez. But during the summertime, during the spring and summertime, during the busy season, especially Fridays, Saturdays, I try not to do R&Rs. We just want, because R&Rs take time. They take time, they take up space, but you can burn and turn if you're doing clean windows. I'm trying to push for Truck Thursday, because we're not there both on Tuesdays. So I'm trying to push for Truck Thursday so we can do 15% off ceramic film on Thursdays. Because I did a truck by myself in 40 minutes. So that would mean with me and my dude Marty there, we could probably knock out a full-size truck, sides and back, in about 20 minutes. Hold on one second. My boy's calling daddy. So that's the plan as of right now. I'll see what I have to do after that. I might be house shopping. we saw some houses and we were in the market, but there was nothing that we liked that we saw that was in the area that we wanted. And there was some houses that we did like, but they were so out of the way, like an hour away. We didn't want to move that far. But the same company that was doing those type of houses an hour away are building the same type of houses like 15-20 minutes from where I currently live. And we do like this area, so I might be house shopping. We will see. I don't know. I don't have control of my life. I just do it until the wifey told me. She's like, Joe's our real estate agent. He's like, Joe called. He thinks houses are popping up and available and blah 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 blah. I'm like, I don't care. If you want to buy a house, buy a house. I don't care. Sure, that works for me. Let me see if there's any questions on the YouTubes. Yeah, I'm trying to buy my first house. Yeah, first house. I spent a lot of money on a 2-bedroom apartment. The amenities are nice, but like, it's just like, I like a good surround sound system with boom, and I have like a 65, 70 inch screen in my living room, like, and I can't use my sound system because I have neighbors that like cry like little baby back bitches. So so I want a house. And so I can have a dog and have other things. Plus, I can get out of this closet because when I buy a house, I'm gonna buy a 4-bedroom, so I'll have a room dedicated to me, and have all the stuff that I need. Washington Carrera, I love watching your videos. So much knowledge to learn from. You and Matt, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hope it goes well for you. I hope so too. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It is what it is. I'm trying to be like a log in a river, just kind of going with the flow. Don't force it. I don't want to stress about shit. I got so much stuff going on. If I start stressing about stuff too, like, I'm smoked. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I have to have a garage for sure. I have to have a garage. All right, guys, we're rounding out about an hour, so yeah, I just kind of wanted to do some time, just catching up. I didn't want to talk about a particular topic, just kind of catching up on what I'm doing and what's been going on in my life. And yeah, like, so you probably won't hear too much from me. I am gonna shoot that Lego video. Hopefully it'll be out like the end of this week, maybe next week, and whatnot. If you guys like watching me game, you guys can watch me game. You'll see the thumbnail changes of me gaming. Like, I'm like this. I'm trying to get one where I'm like, and like I'm holding like a gun, you know what I mean? But my editing skills, my Photoshop skills aren't the greatest, so yeah. What else? I think that's it, guys. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. If you guys are on YouTube, make sure to sub to the channel, hit the bell notification so you know whenever I go live or upload new videos. If you're on Facebook, make sure to share the live stream. It really does help. And if you guys want to be notified whenever I go live, there's some sort of something in the comment section to let you know that you have to like opt into. Big shout out again to our sponsors, Tint Wiz, check them out, tintwiz.com. Dry String Prep, check it out, drystringprep.com. Solar Effects, yeah, you can check them out at solareffectswindowfilms.com. So thank you very much again. Thank you all for joining us. Peace out, Girl Scout.